So Dwayne Martens is the owner and founder of Amazonia, which is a business which creates health products made from the highly nutritious acai berry, which is sourced sustainably from the Amazon rainforest. And he's here today to share his story of being an entrepreneur. Welcome, Dwayne.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. So starting off, let's just tell us about success. What does success mean for you?
Success. Well, success for me is happiness, I guess. For me, success is like being healthy and having really good food. Also, doing what I love, which is obviously business as well.
So tell us a bit about the Amazonia product. So what inspired you to get into health foods and why particularly the acai berry?
I got into acai because I wanted to get into, doing some sort of business. And then from there, it amalgamated, it changed. Like I did a frozen version of acai that was actually full of sugar and a bunch of junk and everything like that. And I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I sourced out the pure stuff and then started doing that, and I started eating myself, feeling all the benefits and going with that, and heaven behold, that's actually what took off.
Sounds like it sort of evolved.
Yeah, it evolved a lot, and that's a beautiful thing with small business, is that you're actually incredibly malleable. Hey, well, okay, I've got a new idea here, and I did a lot of different ideas. I swapped and changed. I was doing juice bars and festivals. I was doing this. Then I suddenly got the markets at the Fremantle markets, and heaven behold, that created a lot of income coming in. So I was like, okay, that's a good one to set up and structure. And, I did the powders and went to a few health food stores around the place, and that really, really took off as well. And really focused on that and put my attention on that, and really got, I guess, the Australian market with the acai from there.
So tell us just a little bit more about the sustainability of it and how, the impact, because obviously there are plenty of businesses that would come into the Amazon that might not be leaving a positive impact. How?
E.g. the soy and cattle industry.
Yeah, so tell us about that journey and how you've been able to do what you do responsibly.
Yeah, well, the beautiful thing is the acai industry is a very responsible industry. You have to get on a boat and go to the Amazon. There's no roads there or anything like that. And it's so abundant. It is so abundant that, the only real way to get it is by hand harvesting it. So this is the beautiful thing. It's actually a very positive industry. We only use the rivers as our roads. The guys we work with over there, they use for example, the seeds of the acai seed is 95% seed and 5% skin. That's even taken to the mill and used as burning wood, the seed. So we recycle everything. It's a really, really positive industry.
When you first started out, tell us about some of the challenges you faced.
There was a lot of challenges, as with everything. The beginning of the business, all was dandy. Great, we were selling, the demand was out there, we were selling lots of acai, getting it out there. Then comes the Brisbane floods. And then comes a couple of foreclosures of businesses that owe us a lot of money as well. It's beautiful, it's just part of the journey, What we did is we went, okay, well, this has happened. It's great, it's an opportunity for us to actually refine our business, tweak it, and do everything like that. It was a completely different learning curve for me.
That's such a good attitude to take, because you're right, it's all about, someone told me once that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to what happens to you. Or something.
I'm not going to let my life be dictated by continually focusing on the negatives. The business is a manifestation of the founders and the people working in the business.
Well, while we're on people, tell us about the structure of your company. So obviously it started out with just you. Tell us a little bit about how the company's evolved and what people you have around you and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
so I'll give you the life cycle of the business. It started with me, great, and I've got a business partner, Chris, Chris Norton up in Queensland, awesome guy. We got a few more employees. We were up to about 10 or so staff, casual as well as full-time. But now we're back down to very few staff. And the beautiful thing is, our sales are better than they have been. We're a really 21st century business. We're a business that doesn't want to staff. We're a business that wants to be completely outsource everything. Now I've got people on my books that are actually the men with the grey hairs, telling me consulting me on what to do. They're my guys on the books now. you know.
So you've got mentors or a board, or how does it work?
Yeah, I've got a board, and these are experienced gentlemen that have done what I haven't done. The mistakes are fewer and less, and it is so important to have that. I can guarantee you the decisions that they make, or decisions that you make as a board, so much more effective than a decision that you, on an emotive basis, can possibly make, you know.
So do you recommend all entrepreneurs, if given an opportunity, should seek out mentors or think about forming a board to get support?
It's imperative. You're not going to be a quality entrepreneur if you don't.
Right. Okay. You heard it from the man. Were there any 3 things that were really important to kind of set up?
Business has been mainly about up here in the mind, if you know what I mean. Being open is a big one. You know, being open to opinions and listening to people and not letting your ego get in the way. The tools is just the basis of outsourcing everything and doing everything the most efficient way possible. We're in the 21st century, business has changed dramatically.
And is money an important part of those kind of key things as well? Like, obviously to start a business you need to have cash.
What I see money so useful for is being able to build and get more quality products out to more and more people. And it's beautiful because the shareholders kind of agree on that. We've all got the same kind of mentality again, you know. So we're really focusing on growing this business bigger and really doing it for the right reasons as well, you know. Because we are passionate about health foods, we live, we breathe that. And for us to get more health food out to more people, I guess it's kind of our purpose, if you know. And that's something, and we know we'll get rewarded along the way for it. So
tell us about your customers, because I imagine they're all keen to look after their body and you know, eat healthy, pure foods and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of products out there on the market that, you know, claim that they do the same thing that acai berries do. How do you possibly kind of get your product out there and get some loyalty from, you know, the masses?
Yeah, interesting question. The thing with that side of things is I strongly believe a lot of people these days aren't just having products for the sake of having products. People want to support a bit more purpose these days. You need to be positioned in the market. You need to be in the market for something that's new and unique, you know.
Yeah, so point of difference.
There has to be the big point of difference. And, you know, where we're situated, we really, it's exciting for us because, you know, we started with acai, but we've really focused on a brand and pushing a brand. And that's probably one of the biggest issues companies have, is going from a one product brand to a multiple product brand. It is a huge, huge thing, and we understand that's going to be a big issue, but we've consulted the professionals.
What kind of stuff do you pay attention to keep an eye on progress?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. That's actually what we spent the last 8-9 months doing. I haven't been focused on sales, I haven't been done anything like that. I've been focusing on systems, and operations, and actually viewing your business. Do you know how difficult it is for beginning businesses to actually view their business? Well, what we've done is we've really set ourselves up to go, okay, here we are, we've got our stock, we've got all of our accounting, we've got everything put into place now. When we launch a new product, after very close market analysis and, you know, trials and stuff like that, we can link it into that and it all fits into our system. So that's what we've done, we've built the foundation, and that is so important. What we did early on is we went up and we rose up at an astronomical level, and it was great, you know, we're selling lots of product and we're running around, you know, thinking that we're the kings of the world, you know, but the fact of the matter is you have to come back down to earth.
So do you have some advice for entrepreneurs starting out today? A bit of a scary thing to have an idea, but then, you know, sometimes people just stop at that, they don't even know where to start.
Oh, that's where most people stop. The thing is, if you want to go for it, do what makes you feel happy. That's what, you know, I did it because I loved it. I just loved it, you know, I loved getting out and I loved selling my berries, and I really enjoyed the way it made me feel. You don't have to be an entrepreneur, but, you know, if it's something that really you enjoy, and you enjoy it for the right reasons, and you know you're enjoying it for the right reasons, go with it. What do you got to lose?
And do you have an exit plan? Do you have you thought about what if someone just gave you heaps of money and would you let go of your baby and sell it, or at the moment are you just so happy and joyful doing what you're doing that you kind of want to go along for the ride?
Yeah, well, I have built the business up to exit, but without saying that, I wouldn't exit if it was someone that I didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
If I'm going to talk honestly right now, I would want to keep this business and keep going with it because I love it. I love it. I love what I'm doing. I love going to work, and I love providing really good products to people.
It's good to have a backup though.
Yeah, it is. It's good to have a backup, but again, what are you doing it for?
Sure, but if your business isn't scalable or sellable, then it's then it's not really a business.
The whole essence of what you have to do. It's not necessarily just for selling and exit planning. It's also for getting finance to grow bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
So you really, really need to set it up structurally right. It's just if you don't, because you think you got to keep on to it, it's just a silly move.
Yeah. Cool. Any last words to share with our young budding entrepreneurs? Pressure.
Yeah, there's a bit of pressure. But my biggest thing is just do what you love. If you know what I mean, if you love what you're doing and stuff like that, it will flow. And don't be too attached to getting money. That's the big one. If you're too attached to getting that little bit of money, your mind's not going to be open.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dwayne Martens.